All right, homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Thank you for being part of the journey, and don't forget to share the journey. I apologize for Henry knocking the phone out. I picked up the phone and it clicked into something else and exited out the video, which was fine because then that gave time for me to talk to the shed guy off the camera and go over a couple things. So just go ahead and show you guys inside the shed real quick. Got the door shut. And one thing I found out with the shed is that right here, there's these little metal tabs. You pull them sideways, and there's another metal tab here, and the windows actually open and close, and there's actually a screen in the windows. I did not think the windows open, but turns out all three of the windows open. Like I said, the garage door is a roll up, so that will make it real simple for doing the work area that I want to do to store the tools. Key door, I've locked for the other. I went ahead, put Chunk on the backside here because he doesn't have a lot of power to pull against the cinder blocks for the leveling. Went ahead, set Boogs up over here, Mr. Max. Shorten his chain so he can't even get to the first pier. And I'm going to take a couple dogs home with me. Tomorrow I was going to leave first thing in the morning, but because this was one heck of a day, left the hey, I left the hotel at 7 o'clock this morning. My oil light went off, so I had to wait till 8 o'clock when Walmart opened up to get an oil change because I needed an oil change. And luckily, that's really nice. The Walmart out here has an oil change place where the one in Canyon City does not. I originally lived in Colorado Springs. They had oil change places. Pueblo had oil change places, but Canyon City did not. Hey, that's enough. Somebody's coming up the road. We're going down the road. Oh, coming up the road. One of my neighbors is coming through right now, right there in the SUV. So I had to get an oil change done on the truck. They're gonna keep barking until my neighbor goes down. So I'll give them a second. Say we're looking at little Chunk, right? Say look at this cute little chunker monkers. Say this little cute chunker monk. Yeah. While the dogs bark. Yeah. Say they're doing their job though. But anyhow, so I got the oil change done. Then I went to one of the banks to look at getting a line of credit loan, so I can make do with everything until I get the ranch sold, and then I can pay everything off. So it's like 60 to 90-day wait now on the line of credit. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm not sure if that will go through or not. The line of credit I'm taking is 75,000 if it does go through, due to the fact that I only owe just shy of 39,000 left on the ranch in Colorado. So if I can get the 75,000, then I can pay off the ranch out there, have that free and clear. Hey, that's enough. Have the ranch free and clear, and then that gives me the ability to be out of that payment of the $1,200, almost $1,300 a month, and then that will turn around. My new payment through the bank will be like $600 a month. So basically half of what I'm paying right now, which would be a tremendous savings since all of my money every month is tapped out and a lot more. You're right, Scott. And my realtor said that if I lower the price on the ranch, it will sell faster. That's what she told me as well. The reason why I don't want to lower the price is because I have $452,000 invested into the ranch, not including all the labor that I did myself. So even if it sells at 450,000, I'm losing $2,000 financially right off the bat, and then the realtors like 35,000 for the percentage, so, or 33,000, whatever it comes out to, plus closing costs and all that. So even if it sells at sticker price right now, Hey DT, how you doing? Even if it sells at sticker price right now, I'm still taking roughly $60,000 loss, not including labor. So all the labor I put into the ranch is all white plus a bunch of money that I had invested. So that's why I'm not dropping the price. I'm not in a dire rush to sell the ranch. Now, if I was moving to Colorado to the ranch from here, that'd be a different story because in Colorado, you can't camp on your property more than 3 months out of the year and everything like that. But I went ahead, I put this shed on my credit card. So I'll pay credit cards, everything off if I can get the loan. And I've got a place to live now. Now, of course, I've got to get plumbing set up. I've got to get electric set up. So I'm going to do all that. I have the generator here in the side by side. So that's brand new in the box, ready to go. I just got to set up breakers and do all that type of stuff. I got I think it's 82-gallon pressure tank and a shallow well jet pump because I'm going to run the water through a filtration system. So you can't use a little rinky-dink pump. You've got to have a high pressure pump to be able to push that water forcefully through all the filters to filter the water. So I'll be going through all that as I get built. I've got a bunch of stuff in the shed already. I'll go over that my next trip out here, and I got to pick up 2x4s and then start doing the walls and all that when I come back. So that's the situation on that. I'm not in a big rush to sell the ranch because as of right now, I can kind of maintain all my bills, although that's why I'm going for line of credit because that would help me out of not being stuck with higher interest rates and everything like that. Because now that my credit score is built up, I can get on a line of credit loan, it's 6.785 or something like that. So that's, a lot cheaper interest than credit cards at 26% or whatever credit cards are at, so on and so forth. So that's it on the financial side. So I'll show you the little bit that I did. I had to haul water all day. So like I said, oil change this morning, had to wait till 8 o'clock. Then I was third in line because they had cars sitting there waiting. Then I went to the bank, did that, filled out all the loan paperwork. Like I said, that's going to be 60, 90 days. Came here, started hauling water. While the water was draining, I went ahead and worked a little bit here on the fence. So I went ahead, I stretched this fence all the way out. I built this brace right here. I still got to build this brace, still got to build that brace, got to put the gate in, and then build the brace up there, and then stretch fence there, and then stretch the fence here and staple it. But I at least got this stretched. And then about halfway down, I got every other pole wired, and then the other half I'll have to do. So I've got a bunch to do. I also needed to tear out everything in the white livestock trailer that I had built in there so I can start hauling animals. But that didn't get done either. So today was just a ruckus. And then the shed guy had a difficult place to deliver the delivery before me. Their ground was super unlevel compared to mine. So I was supposed to hear from them at 1. I didn't hear from them until almost 4. And then as you saw, it took, I think, roughly an hour what I filmed. And he actually lived in this area, and he said he's been all over Alaska, all over Colorado, all over a couple other states. And he said this area is one of the best, especially with the Buffalo River. He asked if I went tubing yet. He said that's one of the best things to just hop on a raft and just float down the lazy river for miles and miles and miles, and then you call a number, and there's a service that will come pick you up, take you back up to your vehicle with your tube. So he said he wished that he had stayed in this area because for whatever reason he thinks I'm a cool guy, and said he would want to hang out with me, and especially loved all the animals. But he just moved to the northwestern corner of Arkansas, so he's no longer in this area, but who knows. And here's that bird tree everybody's keeps wanting to see. Some of them are up in there. Others are running around. The guineas are out and about down that way. And everybody's just hanging out doing their things. So I'm going to get out of here. I've got a couple things to button up before I go. And then I've got to go get dinner. And I wanted to leave first thing in the morning. But now I've got to come back. I got to get the horse trailer. I got to get the dogs and get everything set up. So that is one stunning looking building. And for those of you that did not see, because I know some people couldn't really tell because I didn't show it before, this is all metal. So not only is the roof metal, which is good, but the side, everything is all metal. Now, a couple of people were talking, I'll go over a couple more minutes for you guys. A couple of people were saying, well, a metal building is not good because it's going to sweat. That's true. But it's all OSB, or yeah, all OSB with the metal on the outside. It's not just metal on the studs. Same thing with the ceiling, the roof and everything. Everything's OSB. And then this is like it's OSB painted with something. What I'll end up doing is I'm gonna do what Boss of the Swamp did, is get the bubble foil, and I'll probably put the bubble foil down on the floor, and then I'm gonna get plastic tongue and groove flooring, the polypropylene floor or whatever you call it, kind of like Pergo. And I'm gonna put the plastic floor down because that's really good for dogs. And with the bubble foil underneath, that will keep all the temperatures out from underneath. And of course I can go around and put skirting on at another time, just not something I want to spend money on right now. The propane heater that I got, I can pick up now, and that's going to be more than enough because it's rated for 2.5 times the square footage of this building. So we've got a lot going on, a lot coming up. I should be back out here in a week and a half, something like that. And then I'm going to be starting on this for the several days I'm here and finishing up that next pen so I can get animals out here. And there's just not enough days, or not enough hours in the day and not enough days in the month, because November 1st is coming up quick and it's cramming time. So hope everybody has a great night. Thanks for all the thumbs up, comments, being a part of the journey. And I'll see everybody on the next one. Take care.